Hi everyone, welcome to my channel CoryCreates, where I share my creative endeavors including cross stitch and a little bit of sewing. So glad to be with you today. If this is your first time visiting with me today, I am so glad that you found me, and I hope that you see something that you like and inspires you just a little bit, and you decide to subscribe and hit the notification bell and all of those great things. And to my returning friends, welcome back. I am glad to be before you again. It's been a while, well, about a month. I keep trying to reach that 3-week mark, but again, life has been lifing, so I'm here now, and I'm glad I got in here before Thanksgiving. So hopefully I'm keeping you company while you're cooking dinner, or even doing a little stitching while your family is sleeping off that turkey. Here in St. Louis, it's a little warm today. I don't know how long I'm going to last in this sweater. But it made it up to 70 today, but the bottom's gonna fall out for Thanksgiving week, so I'm not mad about that. So what do I have for you? I'm gonna jump right in. I have a finish, a big finish. I have my whips, I have December plans, and I think that's all I'm gonna share with you today. I'm gonna try to keep it shorter. So let's start with today's date. Today is November 24th, 2024, and this is Flosstube number 32. So I'm gonna just start off with this finish, you all. I started this project on December 31st, 2022, and it was part of my New Year's Eve 12 by 12, and I am going to do that project again this year. I will share my plans and my projects that I'm going to work on that night next month in my next video, but they will probably all be current projects that I want to put a little bit more time in, or maybe that I haven't even touched very much this year. But this one, I had my hands on it throughout the year, and I'm very excited about the progress that I made, and it is a finish. And this is Bengal Tiger by, and I'm not sure who it's by. It came from a project that somebody gave me many years ago, and I decided I wanted to really get it done this year. I'll put in what it looked like last month when I showed it, and here is the final project. And I'm gonna scoot back because I still got a lot of glare. Hopefully that won't wash it out too much. But this is Bengal Tiger. It is done on a 28 count wheat Lugana that I got from 123 Stitch. I'm gonna come in a little bit so you all can see. As you all can see, I'm having trouble trying to figure out what time to film now that the days are shorter. It's about almost 4 o'clock here, and the sun is going down, but I'm still getting it coming through this window, and I might stop and adjust it after I get done showing this. But I love him. I have a thing for tigers. If you all watched my very first video that I had my finishes in, I had a white tiger that I had done in college, and I've had this pamphlet almost as long as college. It's at least 25-30 years that I've had this, that somebody gave me. So I finally got around to doing it, and for some reason I just got the urge to finish it this year, and I picked it up early in the year, and I worked on it pretty steadily throughout the year. I just had these last few leaves. I think I had these leaves was all I had to do, and I got some unexpected stitching time, which is why I finished this. I actually finished this in the car. We had to go to Waxahachie, Texas. My mother-in-law unexpectedly passed away, so we drove to Texas last week, and so that was what, 10 hours there, 9-10 hours there, 9-10 hours back, and I knew this one was coming with me, and I worked on it, well, I'll say maybe half of the way down there, and then on the way back I knew I was going to finish it because I think I only had this part left. And so, no, I take that back. I had this part. And so I just knocked it out while we were in the car, headed back. So hopefully you all can see that. I'm not able to get those lines off of there, but hopefully you can see it. He's fabulous. I love him, and I'm very excited to have such a big finish. And I'm just glad I was planning to finish him before the end of the year, but this opportunity came up to go ahead and get a long or large blocks of stitching on him done. So this was my priority on the trip, and it paid off. So that is Bengal Tiger, and I'm very glad to have him finally done. Alrighty, hopefully this lighting is a tiny bit better. This next project has been my work stitch for the last couple of months. And when I say work stitch, I mean literally, you all, I get maybe 5 minutes to work on it. But this is the Squirrel freebie from 2023 by Crochette Gogo. I'll insert where I was, but here is where he is now. He's a cute little thing. And I think I finished his bottom part, and I've been working on this white, bringing it down, and then I'm starting to put the acorns in. So here's a cute little stitch. He's being done on an 18 count summer khaki Aida that I got, I believe I got it from Needleworker Gym at Needlework Galleria a couple of years ago. So that is the Squirrel by Crochette Gogo. I'm planning to finish this hopefully within the next week or so. I think I have a few more. I have a lot of different acorns and things to put around it, and I have a finishing idea for it that I will share in my next video. When I finish it, that's when I will share how I'm going to fully finish it. But it has been a cute stitch. I really like 18 count Aida. That 16 and 18 are the two that I tend to stick with when it comes to Aida. And I have quite a bit of different sizes of Aidas and colors and Aidas that I get as scraps. So I'm looking forward to doing this, finishing him. And I think I have enough space down here that I can probably find another small project to put on there. But that is the 2023 freebie Squirrel from Crochette Gogo, and you can find it online, no problem. This next one went on the trip with me, and I did work on it a little bit, and that is 1 Dozen Quakers by Rosewood Manor. I am participating in the Bake Me a Quaker Stitch Along, and I'll put that hashtag down at the bottom. I'll also insert where I was the last time. I had kind of stalled out a little bit on this project, but I'm determined to finish it because I want it to be done by the end of the year. It was a monthly stitch along. The piece was divided into 12 parts, and December is the catch-up month. So my job in December is to catch up and finish it completely, because I do plan to participate in the next stitch along that EJ and Sheila from the Sunshine Stitchers are participating in, and that is the Put a Bird on It stitch along. That one starts December 15th. So I would really love to have this done before then, but if not, I have until the end of the month to get it done. But let me show you where I am now. I have worked on it, and I'm very proud of my progress. I think the last time I showed this had just been completed, and I had the number 7 done, I believe. So now I inserted the number 9, I finished this motif, and then I started this really big one down at the bottom. So I've started that. This is done with Witch's Brew by Color and Cotton. I picked that up just a week or so ago, and when I pulled it off the wall, I was like, I think I'm going to add this to my stitch along project, and it went very well. It's a dark purple, a very dark purple. Not a lot of variegation in it, but I still like it. It's different. It's a little darker than this one was, and that's going to take up a lot of space and get me going again. So I only have 2 big motifs left and then a bunch of small ones. I also added some more to the border over here. Now right here you will see that's looking a little sad. That's because I had started stitching there when we were in the car headed down to Texas, and it's 1/1. All of these small motifs are 1/1. That one was going to be 1, and then these up here, all these are 1/1. I have no problem with 1/1. I love 1/1, but 1/1 in the car is a no-go. And I made a mistake, and frogging 1/1 is a no-go in the car. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it looking crazy for right now. I'll come back to it when I'm on stable ground. So I've only been stitching on this part since I've been back. So I will go back and frog that and redo it at a later time. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is doing all of the numbers and the bigger motifs and the border, and then go back in and fill in the rest of my 1/1s. I think that's how I'm going to tackle it moving forward. So again, one Dozen Quakers by Rosewood Manor, and it's part of the Bake Me a Quaker Sal that EJ of the Sunshine Stitchers put on for 2024. I have not purchased my fabric for the new stitch along, but I am planning to participate, and that pattern is Put a Bird on It by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I have never done a Modern Folk Embroidery pattern either, so I'm looking forward to adding his Jacob's designs to my stash. But I'm going to buy that project probably within the next week or so. All right, let's move ahead. I have 2 more projects that I worked on this month so far. One of them, I had 4 projects that I had picked 5 projects I had picked for the month of November. Bengal Tiger was one of them. One Dozen Quakers is another one, and then these last 2 were also on my monthly schedule. The only one I have not touched that I wanted to do for the month of November is the toy store for Big City Christmas. I'm going to pick that up on Thanksgiving and give that a go for the weekend. So what I worked on next was Annie's Market. And I'm going to put up where I was the last time I was with you. And then I will show you where I am now. Oh, first let me show you the project. It came from a magazine, Just Cross Stitch Magazine, 2004, October 2004. I have made some good progress, but this is one of, besides One Dozen Quakers, this project I also really would like to finish in 2024. So it's going to get some significant time this week, even though I'm probably not going to get to work on it very much because I have a lot of catering I have to get done and then cook for my own family on Thursday. I think we're going to have 12 people. Barry's sister is going to come up from Texas, her and her husband, to spend some more time with us. So I think I'm going to have 12 people crammed in this little bitty apartment for Thanksgiving. But hey, I'll get it done. And then I have a bunch of orders that people are coming by Wednesday to pick up. So I don't know how much time I'm going to get before Thursday to work on this, but definitely today and tomorrow I will get a chance to work on it. So this is being done on a 32 count Lugana in Moonstone. And there we are. I have worked mostly in here, and then I know I added this window, and I've tried to finish filling in these window boxes down here. You all, this roof, the pitch on the roof, it is a ton of half stitches. I mean a ton, and it's in white. So yeah, I'm working my way through it slowly but surely. But I gotta finish filling in the sign and then finish the rest of the roof and then come down here and do these last couple of windows, but slowly but surely I'm getting it done. So hopefully you can see that. But again, this is Annie's Market. It is from the October 2004 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I'm excited to make Project Progress. So all I have left are, like I said, that part of the building. And then there's some random trees, some random birds, and some random clouds. So I'm going to get this knocked out. Today, this is my project to work on. Tomorrow night will be my project to work on. And then hopefully I'll get another day this weekend. But that is Annie's Market. But this is not getting put away until it is finished. And then last but definitely not least, I took this on the trip as well. And I did not work on it in the car on the way down, but I did work on it. I think I worked on it on the way back in the car. And then after I was done with the tiger, and then I know after the funeral, after we'd gone to dinner and everything, we weren't doing anything else. We were just kind of hanging around the house. So I picked it up. I took it in the kitchen and sat it on the kitchen table on my lap stand. Yes, I travel with my lap stand, you all. I have to. I got to have something to work on. And this is what I took. So this is the Nutcracker tree by Tiny Modernist. I love Tiny Modernist. So this is where I was the last time I showed it to you, which was August. The last time I worked on this was August, and that was when I started it. So here is where it is now, and hopefully you all can see that the sun is going down very quickly. So that is Nutcracker tree. I know I had completed all of this the last time, and I may have started some of the, I want to say, no, I take that back. I had not completed this the last time. I was here. I was bouncing back and forth between these elements. Now, I did make a few changes, and I know in this lighting you are not going to be able to see it, but I changed the red. It is 666 DMC, but I changed it from the regular DMC to Etoile, and that's working out really well. You will not be able to see it. I'll make sure next time I get a little closer, but it has a little sparkle to it. So I did that on the ornaments. This is just regular here, but these have the Etoile. And I was kind of surprised when you look at that Etoile, it looks like it's fuzzy, it looks like it's rough. It's not, and it's actually very easy to work with once you get it in the needle. So I will probably pick that up for future projects. I didn't mind it at all. I actually enjoy working on it. Now our Joann's doesn't carry it anymore, I believe. Well, I take that back. Joann's might be the only place that carries it. I know either Joann's or Michael's always had carried it, and one of them discontinued it. And I don't remember who it was. But I enjoy working with it. So I'm going to definitely finish, and I will use it in any of the ornaments or any of the sparkle. I think there's a bow at the very bottom. I think I may do the bow in that. But it's working out really well. I enjoy working on the Nutcracker tree. I also have been using some blending filament, some Krynic. So I put some Krynic here, and then I also put some Krynic in her wings. Her wings are white, but I put some Krynic in them to kind of help them sparkle just a little bit. This is being done on a 32 count Lugana in Splash Mint, and I got it at Color and Cotton. And I love working on this Splash Mint. I have another piece of this that I'm hoping to find a project to put on it. So that is Nutcracker tree, and it is coming right along. Oh, let me give you the stats on that. I do have stats on this. It is, I started it in August, and I have completed 3,595 stitches out of 7,064 stitches. So that's 50.89%, and I've done about 2,000 stitches since the last time, I think. I know my number here is wrong. Looks like about 1,700 stitches. So that's pretty good. So I'm excited about the Nutcracker tree. Forgot to show you all the pattern for Nutcracker tree. So there it is. Tiny Modernist. All right, plans. I have quite a few plans for the month of December, you all, simply because I get a couple weeks off, okay, during the month of December. So my plan next time is to share with you my 12 by 12. I think I've got maybe 6 projects that I have picked out for that so far, but I need 12, and I believe they are all going to be current projects. Now, as part of, grab my notes, part of my shout outs today, I have a couple of, or one person that I have been watching her YouTubes. My Instapot is going off. I'm making chicken broth for my dishes this week. So I have been watching Homemade on the Ridge. Homemade on the Ridge, I believe that's her name. If that's not right, I'll put it down below. But she is starting a kind of like a hashtag for the month of December, and it is hashtag Holly Jolly Startmas. And you all, one thing I have learned this year, I don't like to start things. I don't. That is not my favorite aspect of stitching, is getting things started. I had challenged myself to do 25 starts and 25 finishes for my birthday last year. My birthday is next week, or no, this week, I'm sorry, Wednesday. Epic fail. I don't even think I made 25 of either of those combined to make 25 starts or finishes. So when I share my plans for 2025, it will not include starting a lot of stuff. It just won't. I am not a process stitcher. I am a progress stitcher. I want to get things done. And Maggie, I believe is her name, from Homemade on the Ridge, she is the same way. She likes to get things done. She's very organized. I love her projects. She has some Etsy shops that she has gotten some projects from that I definitely plan to look into. So I just wanted to mention her. If you are not watching her, check her out. But she's doing something called Holly Jolly Startmas. And she has picked 12 projects to start that she would like to try and start for the month of December. I don't have that many. Okay, I've decided I would like to start one project a week, and they're all Christmas projects. I love Christmas stitching. I usually do a little bit of something with Christmas year round, and I want to keep that going. But I do not have a lot of Christmas right now. I think I've got all my Christmas projects here that I'm going to show you that I'm going to work on for the month of December. But it's not a whole lot. So I have picked some things, and I believe I have mentioned them in my last video, but these I'm definitely going to try and start in the month of December. So let me start with the things that I already have going that I want to continue that are on my list. The first, the reindeer. You all saw this for Jolly July. I finished the antlers and his head. So now I'm going to do as much as I can in the month of December. And here's where I am so far. Okay, and you all, I just put fabric around my edges so it'll make it easier to go into my hoops. And I've also decided I'm pretty much become a nurge girl. I almost all of my hoops are nurges. I have no problems with them. I still have some cute snaps, but I just don't go for them as much. This next one I started last year after Christmas. And this is the Hoop-de-Doo by Sue Hillis. And I had to do it because it had pink. And this is as far as I got last year. So I'm going to pick this up at some point and give it a couple more days during the month of December. Of course, Big City Christmas, the toy store. This is getting picked up pretty soon. And Chestnut by Teresa Wentzler. It's been languishing. And I think it's because I have a mistake somewhere, but there's no reason I can't get this, at least make some significant progress on this despite the mistake. I can at least get the rocker part at the bottom, get that rocker part knocked out. And then maybe even do some of the back stitch along the way. Let me see, did I have anything else? I think that was it. for the current projects. So let me share with you what I plan to have on that list of things to start. The first one is Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday, the ice cream shop. I'm going to jump into that one. I have not worked on any of these all year. I've done 2, and I need to do some more. So I don't think I did any this year, so I need to get back to this project. So I'm going to tackle the ice cream shop. I'm doing them all individually, but 4 will fit on the fabric that I currently have. So this is number 3. The next one I'm excited about, and I know I mentioned this in the last video, Erin Elizabeth, A Type of Christmas. This is 28 count eucalyptus by Atomic Ranch. So I think that will go well with that. And it is charted in DMC, so that will be absolutely no problem to pull those threads. The next one, and this is a small, I have a couple of smalls that I want to do. This is the small mug by Shannon Christine. I have a bunch of these printed out. They came out last Christmas, so you can find them, I'm sure, on her website or on Facebook. And I have pulled these 2 green fabrics. I think they're going to be too dark for the greens that are in the project, so I'm just going to lighten those greens up and still use these fabrics. And again, I got these from Needlework Jim, and he's on Etsy if you're looking for him. I like buying my fabrics from him. He does a really good job, and he has nice fabrics. These were just some scraps that he had at Needlework Galleria. The next one, and I've put it in the hoop because I think I might put a few stitches in it tonight, but this is Brooks Books Mary Mouse. I mentioned that last month, but I'm going to actually get started on it. I've already put it in a hoop. Christmas Tiny Town, 32 count Lugana from Color and Cotton, no specific color. And I've pulled the threads for that. I put them in this cute little bag. And Holy, Holy, Holy is one of the nativities I want to tackle by Cosford Rise. They are on Etsy as well. I did buy this from Color and Cotton, but I kind of wish I'd gotten the PDF, but hey, it'll be okay. And I got this blue, sorry for the crinkle, this is Blue Moon by Stitch Me. So I think it'll look good on that. And then one more nativity that I want to tackle, and that is Stitchy Princess Nativity Scene. I got this on Etsy. She is a Ukrainian designer. Support her. And this is just a piece of 32 count Murano that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance about a year or so ago. I think I paid like $1 or something for this, but it's a perfect size piece, and I think it's a very good color. I think that'll work well. So those are my plans for December. I also, y'all, still trying to finish Layla's quilt top. So that is also on the plans for this next week because she's coming home soon and I want to have it done for Christmas. One more shout out I want to give, and that is to Miss Sarah of SarahsStitchySpot. You all, I had the honor and the pleasure of being invited to her monthly Zoom. I believe Sunday, November 3rd was the date. And I just so appreciate Sarah. Sarah has a wonderful channel. If you are not watching it, you are missing out. The theme song alone at the beginning should suck you in. But she just does a wonderful job with her channel. She's one of the most supportive people on YouTube. Definitely, she puts the C in community when it comes to our Flosstube community. She is a wonderful lady, and she reached out to me and asked me would I like to be the surprise Flosstuber that she usually invites to those Zooms. So there were about 9 of us, I think, on there, not including Sarah. But there were a couple of other Flosstubers on there that I wanted to make sure I shouted out. The first one is Emily. Her channel is Flosstube and Variety Show, but you will have to search for her name on YouTube, and that is Emily Williams 3237. That is her channel, but she has a Flosstube. And then the other person was the Steadfast Stitcher. She was present on the Zoom, and I have watched Beth in the past, and she also recently mentioned me on her last Flosstube. So hello, Beth. It was very nice to meet you, kind of sort of in person. And I wanted to send us also a special shout out to Sharon. She was on the Zoom, and it was a pleasant surprise because she is a native St. Louisan, and she had purchased some project bags for me. And she was actually on the Zoom, so it was nice to see somebody and meet somebody in person that had been to my Layla P Creations shop on Etsy. So it was a good time, couple hours that I spent stitching with those ladies. And actually that's when I decided to pull out Nutcracker Tree, because that was the day I pulled that back out and got started on it. So I think that's it for my plans and my shout outs. But again, if you all want to participate in those Zooms with Sarah, go to her channel. All you have to do is sign up down in the comments. But it was just a nice time. I don't get to be around a lot of people that stitch. None of my friends do it, and the few stitchy friends that I have, they don't live here. So it was nice to have that camaraderie for that time. And I just wanted to say again, Sarah, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me and inviting me. And it was so nice to meet all of those ladies on there. I think I'll just name a few of the ladies. Mary, Kelly, Sandy down in Louisiana. Thank you for that shop recommendation. Chris, Julie, Sharon, and Audrey in Scotland. So that was nice to one of our overseas folks was there. So hopefully I did not forget anybody. I tried to write everybody's name down. So the last thing I'm going to do for you all today is tell you who won the giveaways from my 3,000 subscriber show. So I will get those together and share the names of the winners with you. All right, once again, thank you all for helping me get to 3,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you are not a subscriber, hopefully you have seen something that will inspire you. I have lots of plans for 2025 and lots of projects on the horizon. So thank you all for being with me for these last 2.5 years. And I'm looking forward to being with you next year. But to celebrate that, we did a bunch of giveaways. So I want to go through and let you know who are the winners for those. If you are a winner, please email me at CoryCreates08@gmail.com. That is also going to be listed down below, but please contact me. Let me know what it was that you won and tell me your mailing address so I can get these out to you before the Christmas holidays. So the first one, and I'm just going to do, I don't have all of the prizes in front of me, but the ones that I do have, I will show you. So the first one is the stocking, and that was the Stony Creek magazine, not Stony Creek, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine with this stocking in it. And the winner of that was Melody Hurley 6629. So please contact me at your convenience via email. The next winner was Coffee Nest, COFFEE-NESS, and I know we have spoken before, and I probably have your address, but send it to me again. But she got the Santa chart, okay? And I had 2 of them, so let me know if this is the one you want. Actually, Coffee Nest, if you want to pick which one you want. So let me know, the small or the magazine. Okay, let me know which one you want. And the next one is Harvest, and that was a Told in the Garden chart. And the winner for that is Amy Wickhouse, WYCKHOUSC. So Amy, please contact me. The next one is the Honey Pack, and that included the Bumblebee thread by Color and Cotton and the Kind Words chart in this cute small project bag. And the winner of that was Michelle Black-J. I believe it's I3QF. So you know who you are. Contact me by email and let me know. The next one is the Black Butterfly Sampler by Shaded Stitchery. Nuri sent this to me to give to one of you all. And the winner of this is Rose Santiago 9687. So congratulations, Rose. Send me your mailing address and I will get that out ASAP. And then the last thing was the Pumpkin Spice project bag. Actually, no, second to last thing. Pumpkin Spice project bag. And the winner of that is Shannon Notestein 1562. Congratulations, Shannon. And then the last thing is this ornament project bag. And the winner of that was Jasmine-U-I-1SL. Okay, you know who you are. Contact me by email and I will get that in the mail. So again, CoryCreates 08. You can also find me, you all, on Instagram at the same tag, CoryCreates 08. And my Etsy shop is Layla P Creations, all one word, on Etsy. All right, before I go, a couple of things. I had a few just small things that I wanted to share that were purchases. I did buy a lot of floss recently at Color and Cotton, but I'm not going to show you all that just because it's just floss, and you will see it when I have the projects come out that I am kitting up for 2025. But one of the things I did purchase was this little chart by Country College Needleworks. It is part of their pastel Christmas collection, and this is the gingerbread. I love a gingerbread, so that's why I had to grab that one. I'm not going to take these, well, I guess I will take them out of the packages. Sorry, y'all. I should have done this ahead of time, but I wasn't planning on it. I don't think I showed this the last time. If I did, sorry. But this is called Through the Stones. This was my Be Stitch Me for October, fabric of the month. And it's a mottled green, and I really like it. I couldn't remember if I showed it to you all, so I'm showing you again. But that was my fabric of the month, and I love my Be Stitch Me's. I'm starting to really find a lot of projects that they will go well with, and she just does a good job. Her shipping is always prompt, and I just appreciate her efforts. Brandy over at Be Stitch Me. I'm not going to take this one out. This is a solo die that I got from Color and Cotton, and hopefully you can see that. But it's just a very light mottled neutral. And I'm not totally positive what I'm going to use it for, but I got a 1/4 of a yard, so I'm going to make it work. And then this last one, this is Danu by Under the Sea Fabrics. Sorry. And I was wondering what this Danu was, and I believe I looked it up, and it's a goddess of some sort. I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it was a Hindu goddess, but it was also another culture's goddess as well. But it is kind of a bluish green. And I have a fat 1/4 of that as well. And that's the other club that I belong to. I'm evaluating my clubs. I don't want to give either one of them up, but I want to join another one, and I don't know if that'll be smart, but we'll see. But I don't buy as much fabric as I used to because I have such a good stash now. And the only reason I buy fabric now is when I go to Color and Cotton because I can see it. But again, I'm very pleased with the various fabrics that I've been getting through my Fabrics of the Month Club. So you all, I think that may be it. I am so thankful for you all joining me. I like I said, I'm going to be, one of the big things I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks is kitting up, put a bird on it style. And I will have some bags in my shop for that style with featuring birds. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. But the two that I have in there now, and I'm debating if I'm going to make one for myself because I do have more of this fabric. But I was a parakeet girl when I was a kid. That was my first pet, were budgies or parakeets. And I have two parakeet bags. This one is a vinyl front. This measures 15 by 12. And then this one is a full fabric lined bag. It measures 16 by 13 approximately. But both of these are in my shop. I have two others that are on my sewing table right now that will be in there before Black Friday. So I do plan to have a small sale, Black Friday sale, just some bags that I will have discounted in my shop. But thank you to you all who continue to patronize my shop. I'm glad you like my bags. I have some NFL bags coming out. I've always had like the Chiefs and the ones that are local to me, but I've gotten a few more. I believe the Steelers, I'm gonna have a couple bags, the Vikings and the Cowboys. You poor Cowboys fans, I'm so sorry. But I kind of get what I have available to me. And when I went to Texas, I was able to grab a couple more NFL teams. So those will be coming up soon. But thank you for patronizing my shop. And as always, holiday bags are in full swing. Right before I started this video, I went outside and filmed some more bags to put up in there. So if you're looking for anything in particular, please check out Layla P Creations on Etsy. And that is all I have for you. My dinner is done. I need to go set the table and get it ready to go for my family. They've been waiting patiently. So happy Sunday, you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Hold your family and friends close. Give them a hug and a kiss. Don't let nothing come between you. But spend good time with your family and squeeze in some stitchy time. And I will be back before Christmas. And I will let you know my plans for 2025 then. So have a blessed week. Have a blessed holiday season. And I will see you soon. And as always, you all, be abundantly blessed.